Teman-teman, hari ini kita sekarang di daerah Prambanan, ada di Candi Boko, Ratu Boko, bagus sekali. Nah ini landscape-nya bagus dan ini mungkin sedikit James akan bercerita. You know about this candi, just a little small story what is happening in this candi.
Well, this structure, this area was first built in the 700s, that is the 8th century. And from what we know of the inscriptions, it was built by a king who wanted to retire, who wanted to devote himself to religious pursuits, particularly Buddhism, after he retired. It's on a wonderful hilltop. This was a safe place, a quiet place where he could retire from the affairs of state. But it seems that so this is built before Prambanan and just before Borobudur. We know that later other actively working kings moved here, changed the name of it, and used it as a kind of royal city. And the later kings were from the Sanjaya dynasty.
What is about the Ratu Boko and Roro Jonggrang? You know about the story about this?
Okay, so according to the legend, and this is not what actually happened in history, the legend was that there was a king called Boko who wanted to marry the lovely girl Roro Jonggrang, and she didn't want to marry him. She said, "I will marry you if you can build 1,000 candi in one night." So Boko had some magic powers, and he used the demon army to help him build 1,000 temples in one night. And according to the legend, that is Candi Sewu. Sewu is the old word for 1,000. But he didn't get 1,000, he only got 999. And so Roro Jonggrang realized that he was going to finish, so she got the village women to start pounding rice and the cocks to crow. And then Boko realized all of his work was wasted, and he cursed Roro Jonggrang and turned her into stone. So the statue of Durga you see in the temple, according to the local legend, is really Roro Jonggrang. The Candi Sewu temple are the temples that Boko built, and this was his palace, which is why it's called Ratu Boko. That's not the real history, but actually this ground existed 3 decades before Borobudur, and almost 100 years before Prambanan. And Prambanan was not built for Roro Jonggrang; it was built as a Hindu temple. But it's a beautiful story. Candi Sewu does not have 1,000 candi; it has 262. But it's still a beautiful story that can invite us to study the history more.
Thank you, Jim. You are very good in history. Ya, Jim ini adalah teman saya lama. Dia salah satu profesor dari Amerika yang dia mempelajarin history, bukan Indonesia saja, tapi banyak di dunia, terutama ASEAN. Nah, dia sangat cinta sekali sama Indonesia. Dan saya sekarang bersama Jim, saya overland ke tempat-tempat bersejarah untuk mengupas dibalik misteri. Apa itu dibalik misteri dari peradaban Prambanan purbakala. Dan Jim banyak sekali pengetahuannya mengenai ini karena dibantu oleh salah satu perpustakaan yang ada di Amerika, dan dia banyak sekali informasi mengenai Nusantara. Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you for bringing me here.
Bravo, never stop overlanding.